Welcome! ACC tournament here is coming up. In just a few moments, they're ready for tip off in this one. Bonzie Colson back for Notre Dame for this ACC tournament. And we are just about set for tip-off. Here it is. And it is one for Marvin Bagley and the Duke Blue Devils. Inside, turning, can't score. Big time miss for Wendell Carter. And the Irish will take over. And now across to Rex Plufiger. Inside, turning, can't score. And the rebound tracked down for Wendell Carter. Grayson Allen, one of the greats on this team. Inside Bagley and Marvin Bagley able to put it in. And Rex Plufker gets the three-pointer to fall. Inside for Wendell Carter, and it's taken away, and a foul is called. It'll go against Wendell Carter and Colson feels that one. Winner will play tomorrow night against the winner of tonight's later game. That shot no good. Offensive rebound, though, and it's turned over. Grayson Allen ahead the other way. Oh! The tagger! The alley-oop for his friend Marvin Bagley. That shot no good for Notre Dame. Now taken ahead for Duke. Long two for Trent, and it goes. Harry Trent Jr. Now a three-point lead for the Blue Devils. Irish. Inside Colson and Bonzie Colson. Makes it a one-point game here. 6-5 advantage for Duke. Outside. Three-pointer. It is Marvin Bagley III with a three-point jumper. When your big man can hit a three, your team is pretty good. His third bucket already for Marvin Bagley. Outside. Now into Bonzie Colson. He's short on that bucket. And you'd think that if you're supposed to be one of the best players in your team, you can hit it in the other way. Grayson Allen hits the three-pointer. And Duke extends the lead to 7. Now, Gibbs almost turned it over. Finds Matt Farrell. Colson now, and Colson is tripped. And Wendell Carter is called for a second foul already. We're still in the first 4 minutes here at the Barclays Center for the ACC tournament quarterfinal action. In the corner, taken. Plufker, no good. Offensive rebound. and Martinas Gibbon with that slam dunk. And now a three-pointer is taken, no good. Inside now, Marvin Bagley. He will finish with a dunk. And Duke leads by 7. Under 16 to play. And now a three-pointer for Gibbs to answer the call. So Grayson Allen trying to get his Duke Blue Devils to yet another ACC semifinal. Inside, now to Bolden. Turns and scores. Marquise Bolden with 2 points there. Farrell lobs it, and it's cleaned up by Gibbon. Another alley-oop in tonight's game. Grayson Allen to Marvin Bagley. Bagley can't get it to go, but an offensive rebound. Now kicked out. Three-pointer no good from Gary Trent. And a rebound now. And it goes to Gibbs. Farrell handling. Gibbs going to take a three. Gibbs can't get it to go, but nobody was going to guard the rebounder. But Plufker didn't take a good shot. Plufker has got to take a better shot. And now turned over. Gibbs down low and finds Colson. This is what quality basketball is, passing down low. Grayson Allen inside, outside, back to Allen for three. And Grayson Allen converts once again. 5-point lead for the Duke Blue Devils. 6 points for Grayson Allen tonight. Long three. It is good for Notre Dame. Three-pointer. Grayson Allen. He is feeling it tonight. Grayson Allen, his third made three on 3 attempts. You got to feel. Now 12:53. We still haven't taken our first time out. Bonzi Colson, a big-time miss. That's his second miss that he really should have made in this game. And guess who? Grayson Allen, a three-pointer on the other end, and we get a timeout. Timeout called by the Irish in this one. Grayson Allen, he started with the passing, and then he was able to hit the threes himself. He's now 4 for 4 from beyond the arc. We'll be back to the ACC tournament after the break. back here, New York Life ACC tournament between Notre Dame and Duke. Gibbs. Inside now. It's taken Taurus. Can't get it. Inside, and it's turned over. Right back to Notre Dame. Klufker. Now to Gibbs. Klufker again with it. Up to Gibbs. Gibbs. And now the bucket goes. And Duke again scores. Inside, no good. Second effort, no good. Third effort, no. All three misses for Mooney. No good for the Blue Devils and Marvin Bagley. And now Matt Farrell inside. And it is good this time for Mooney. (27-19). And Delorier scores for Duke. And a 10-point advantage. Three-pointer, no good. Offensive rebound could not be corralled for Gibbs, and now turned over. Other way, Allen for three. It is good for Grayson Allen. Long two is good. Grayson Allen. Now inside, Marvin Bagley, and he is just tackled. That was not a good foul. So we have gotten a flagrant one on Notre Dame. It'll be 2 shots for Duke and the ball. Missed free throw for Marvin Bagley. And Matt Bagley misses them both. (21-32) our score. Now Grayson Allen is fouled. Second foul now on Notre Dame. Grayson Allen's the line. He got the first free throw. And Grayson Allen makes the second. And a bucket for the Irish. And a rebound now for Bonzi Colson ahead. Matt Farrell in the corner. And that shot will go for TJ Gibbs. TJ Gibbs now with the bucket. 8:40 to play here in the first half. The ball is going to be stripped away, but a foul on Notre Dame. First free throw missed for Gary Trent Jr. We'll get one more at the free throw line. And the Blue Devils and Gary Trent hits the second. So a 10-point lead for the Blue Devils. Inside to Bonzi Colson, and he hits. 27-35 our score. 8:08 to play. Gary Trent. Now off to Duvall. And a travel called on Duvall with 7:57 to play in the first half. We will take a commercial break. We'll be back in just a few moments here in this ACC tournament quarterfinal. And we're back here. ACC tournament. Quarterfinal action. Outside, Blufker gets that to fall. Point game. And now Marvin Bagley driving towards the bucket, turning, and can't score. Bonzi Colson. And this bucket goes in. Notre Dame. Sorry about that. Three-pointer. It is no good. From Wendell. And out of bounds. Three-pointer is good. Gary Trent. They're going to call it a 2. Still 37-31. Blufker. And a foul is called on Duke. And Wendell Carter just got called for his third foul. Big miss for Colson on a three-point bucket. And now ahead, Gary Trent off for Duvall, and it's turned over. Matt Farrell finds Bonzi Colson, and he is fouled. And he should be at the line. That free throw no good for Bonzi Colson. And Bonzi misses the second as well. Foul called. 31-37. Ahead, Matt Farrell. To TJ Gibbs. Back to Gibbs. Gibbs down low. He finds Farrell. And Matt Farrell going to try to find somebody. And finds Mooney, rather. Can't score, but draws the foul. And will go to the line. So chance to cut into the lead here. And again, the woes at the free throw line really. Another miss, Mooney. And another one missed. We need to stop missing free throws. And now Bolden scores. Lufker. Out down to TJ Gibbs. Gibbs will take a three. Can't go. And an easy rebound from Marvin Bagley. 3:34 to play first half. And a foul called. Back after the break. We're back here. We're trying to play. First half. Allen. Out. 3-pointer. No good in shot clock violation. They gave him a 3 earlier instead of a 2. On one of those 3s that I said it was 3. And now, down low, no good. Colson with the rebound. And a score for Bonzi. That shot no good for Duke. Now ahead with 1:10 to play. Matt Farrell. To Gibbs. Gibbs back to Farrell. Farrell for 3. No good. And it's loose. And finally, can be recovered by Bolden. And we get a timeout by the Duke Blue Devils. We'll be back in just a moment. 30 seconds. Back here, Notre Dame and Duke in the ACC tournament presented by New York Life. Keep good going. Duke has dominated on the 3-point shots tonight. Now to the bucket. That shot no good. And it's loose. It'll go to Notre Dame with 40 seconds to play. And we have word UCLA has defeated Stanford in the Pac-12 tournament out in Las Vegas. I believe they will play Arizona tomorrow. 35-40 our score. 30 seconds to play. Just about a 9.5 second difference between shot and game clock. Down low. No good. And the ball's loose. And Grayson Allen recovers 15 seconds for the Duke Blue Devils. No shot clock. Allen down low. Bagley, he is fouled with 9.4 seconds to play. Coming up later tonight, Carolina and Miami. First shot good for Duke. And the miss the second. So possession error favors Notre Dame. Down low. And wide open for Mooney. And that'll bring us to the halftime. 41-37. Duke leads. (41-37), our halftime score. Notre Dame still in the game. Back for the second half in just a few minutes. Back here, second half action. Just about to get underway. Grayson Allen and Duke to start here the second half. Okay, stay with Duke ball. $19:40 to play. Duvall gets it in to Trent. Gary Trent to the bucket, and it will go. But there was an offensive foul. I think there's a travel. That bucket is good for Bonzie Colson, and it's a 2-point game. $39-41 our score. Bonzie Colson, 12 points tonight. Gary Trent, no good, but the offensive rebound for Marvin Bagley got that bucket for Duke. Knocked away. Still alive, and it's taken by Bagley. It'll stay with Duke. Grayson Allen loses the ball to Marvin Bagley. Bagley scores. Bonzie Colson answers. For Notre Dame, 14 points now for Bonzie. And a foul going to be called inside. Inside is blocked for the Irish. Now ahead. Plufker. Farrell outside now inside. And it was lost off of Colson. Marvin Bagley able to score. Turned over, now Duke. Bonzie Colson is trapped. And gets to Farrell, and Farrell crosses before the 10-second. Three-pointer for Farrell. No good. And the rebound could not be gathered in for Notre Dame. Inside, Bagley. Bagley makes the pass to Wendell Carter. An 8-point game. This game was close. We had a 2-point game here in the second half. And now another missed opportunity. It'll go to Notre Dame with 16-19 to go in this game. And is stolen and taken to the home. Trayvon Duval. A 10-point Duke lead. Timeout, Irish. Be back in just a moment. Irish ball. They trail by 10 in this one. As we welcome all of you in. College basketball primetime. Presented by New York Life. Three-pointer. No good. And nobody could get the rebound there. And foul going to be called against Gibbs. Take it to another timeout. Okay, we get a score for each team. Do we have some intruders here? And a bucket for Duke. Now Gibbs. Inside. Outside now. Bonzi Colson. Inside, and it's blocked. Colson couldn't get it, and it'll be turned over. Turned over to Notre Dame. Now Pevliger. Inside. Bonzi Colson. Do contact and no foul and no shot made. Three-pointer. It is good. It's Marvin Bagley. Three-pointer. No good. And Marvin Bagley tracks it down. Duval. And it's loose, and Bonzi Colson gets the rebound, and a foul is called. And that's the fourth on Wendell Carter. He had the first three fouls for Duke in the first half, and now the first foul for Duke in the second half. So that's 4 fouls on Wendell Carter. We still got above 13 minutes to play. Going to take a long ball. Now the putback would not go for Minnie, or Gabin, rather. And draws the foul. Notre Dame 0 for 4 at the line. Got the first one is Gabin. Now Marvin Bagley. Bagley turns and Bagley scores. .13 lead now for Duke. And now it's TJ Gibbs with the bucket. First free throw good for Grayson Allen. He'll get one more. And he can get the second. 49-62 lead. Duke on top right now. And gets the second free throw to go. $62-50. And a foul called on Notre Dame. Back in just a moment. Welcome back to the ACC tournament on SN Sports 2, live from Brooklyn. Three-pointer is no good. Irish now just going in this game. Long two. Got it. And Duke scores. Gibbs. Gibbs now. To the top. 3-pointer no good for Farrell, and now Grayson Allen going the other way. And now to the bucket. Wendell Carter, and he draws the foul. And the free throw goes. Second free throw goes. And there's another clock issue. $66-52. Gibbs are now out. Gibbs out of bounds, and it'll stay here. Three-pointer, no good. Offensive rebound. And Kevin scores. $9:40 to play. Here's second half. Trayvon Duvall lobs it in. Outside now. Allen. Grayson Allen with the floater in the lane and can't get it to go. Now ahead, Matt Farrell. Cross court. Gibbs. Gibbs can't get it to fall. And Marvin Bagley comes down with it. Marvin Bagley. Bagley turns and Bagley scores. $8:45 to play in the second half. Shot goes for Notre Dame. Vol finds Allen. Allen takes long two. And Grayson Allen able to hit again. And now Duke has hit 70. And still 8 minutes to play. Bonzi Colson. Colson turns. And it goes right back to Duke.
And a long 2 for Grayson Allen, or Marvin Bagley, rather. We will be back in just a moment.
Back here, college basketball prime time. $56-72 towards the bucket, and a foul is going to be called against, I believe, against Bonzi Colson. Colson can't believe it. $72-56 lead for Duke. And Bolden gets another bucket. The Blue Devils of Duke. 6:40 to play. Second half. Outside three-pointer. It is good. And Matt Farrell with a three-pointer. $74-59, a 15-point game. Down low. Bagley. And Bagley scores to make it a 17-point game. Because nothing is turning around in this game. We're taking
You seal it.
and back here 76-59. That shot no good, and it'll and an offensive foul going against Duke. $59-76, and a three-pointer knocked down for the Irish. And it's back to 14. And now it's Grayson Allen. Off to Duvall. Duvall slips. And now down low. And an easy bucket for Gary Trent Jr. Another turnover as Grayson Allen with it now with 4:50 to play in the second half. Grayson Allen. It's now kicked in to Marvin Bagley, and Marvin Bagley gets Duke to 80. He has now hit 31 points on the night. Gibbs now off to Farrell. Farrell scores. And timeout Irish. It is a 16-point game with 4:09 to play. We'll be back in just a moment. Right now, a good finish between Texas and Texas Tech on ESPN2. We will update you on that game when that one is done. But Duke has shot some threes very well in tonight's game, and the Irish have just struggled. And now, Duke ball. Up by 16 with under 4 minutes to play here at the Barclays Center. Inside, lob to Bagley, and Bagley cleans it up. (82-64). Winner plays Carolina or Miami in the semi tomorrow night. And that'll be the second semi tomorrow night at about 8:30 p.m. So these players will get about 24 hours of rest after the game of the winning team. And be right back at it, which will likely be Duke, as Gary Trent can't hit the shot. And now Notre Dame ahead. Gibbs is fouled, and he will go to the free throw line. After making it the shot, so a chance for a three-point play. No good, and it's kicked out to Gary Trent Jr. for the Duke Blue Devils. .250 to play, second half. In the corner. No good from Duvall. Farrell for three. No good. Bagley ahead to Duvall. And now it's turned over right back to Notre Dame. Going to inside, and it's rejected, and Bagley now bringing it up. Wide open. Duvall can't convert on the dunk. And the last thing you want right there, if you're Mike Krzyzewski, you're leading in this game, you just got to lay it in. You don't need to slam the world away. I know it's going to change momentum dramatically, but you just can't miss like Duvall did there. You're so wide open. Nobody's contesting you, and you miss. SEC tournament continues tomorrow at noon on ESPN. Kentucky and Georgia tomorrow will be at about 2:30 p.m. on ESPN. Again, SEC tournament this year from the Scott Trade Center in St. Louis this year. Usually they play out in Nashville, Tennessee, but this year they wanted to go to St. Louis. But we are here, New York Life ACC tournament. We will get you updated on the game happening at the Sprint Center right now. But a bucket goes for Notre Dame. 14-point lead for Duke. A minute 24 to play. Grayson Allen pushing towards the bucket and hits the bucket and net. And a foul called against Duke. And got the first one. And got the second one. 2 shots made for Notre Dame. Under a minute to play. Jack White. Another Durier. O'Connell now inside. And the bucket goes for Bolden. And now a slam dunk for Alex O'Connell. And that put the exclamation point on this Duke victory tonight. The Irish are going to have to wait on Selection Sunday to hear if their name will be called or not. Mike Bray's team with Bonzi Colson. They will not advance to the semis. They did get 2 wins here in the ACC tournament, but they will not advance any farther. Their season comes to an end. Duke will advance tomorrow night against either Miami or North Carolina. Thank you so much for tuning on in. 88-70, our final score. Thank you so much for tuning on in. We'll get you caught up on the action now. Big 12 tournament, Texas Tech. Right now, Texas Tech up by 5 with 48 seconds to play. But let's recap the game. Notre Dame and Duke. A good finish we had. We didn't have a good finish, I should say. But Duke, just the consistency that they were able to score on every possession that they were given. They had a consistent offense that they could go to. Marvin Bagley is a player that can get his shot down low. He made a 3, like 2 threes, I believe, in this game. So he's very versatile. So he's a very valuable player. So you do not want to risk losing him late in the ACC tournament. Okay. Right now, they're going into fouls in the game, the Big 12 Championship quarterfinal. So if you want to watch the conclusion of that game, it's on ESPN2. We will update you. Turn over to SN tomorrow. We will preview the semifinals for all these tournaments, including the Pac-12 tournament. Tomorrow we'll cover, I believe, 10 games we'll be covering. It'll be 8 or 10 games. I'm not actually sure that we'll be talking about. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So about 8 games we'll be discussing tomorrow. And picking tomorrow, that's only on SN. But Duke wins it over Notre Dame we're probably going to cover the game tomorrow night right here at SN Sports 2. Again, Duke plays the winner of Miami, Carolina tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. That's 9:30 p.m. Eastern on ESPN or ESPN2. Have a good night. I'm Jay Rutt signing off.